Okay, I don't know why the music just cut out there. We had some intro music going, which is no longer the case. I hope you're doing well, though. I hope you've had a good week. My name is derelictcountry. Welcome back to the Sunday stream. As the title suggests, we're going to go deep. We're going to do some deep dives on some celebrity gamer tags and kind of go through their Halo service records and stuff, seeing if they have any forge maps on MCC and stuff. This could be completely boring and dreadful, and if it is, I got a backup plan. Don't you worry. Sit tight. I got the ad blocker going for YouTube though, so that is like the marginally good news here, you know? There is some stuff that I'm very excited to get to though. I have been waiting all week for this. So for anyone who is, you know, a frequent follower of this channel, will know our good friend Power Gaming You. Good friend of the channel. He has finally come out with the first episode of his original Halo mission about the Combine Summer. The Combine Summer released at the start of October. I mean, should we really be judging too harshly? It's not like we all haven't missed our own deadlines. I mean, Flick has committed just today to releasing the new oneself in October. Do any of us really believe he'll make that deadline? How many of my deadlines have I met? In fairness, how far behind was prom night? How far behind was I think every Chewies past episode 2? Only 2 Chewies were like on time, and the first one doesn't count because it was the first. I wasn't teasing that series. Maybe I should have, looking back on it. But we will get to the celebrity gamer tags and stuff after we get to the Combine Summer because it's all I've been thinking about. And it came out on Friday, I think, but I wanted to leave it particularly until today so we could react to it live on set stream. It's a very, very important time. uh, I can give some people some kind of lore or how should I say background information on Power. So he's done a lot of scenes for the retools. I'll see if we can find them here just so you know what to expect in terms of quality. Yeah, so we'll actually play all of them. He is kind of an how do I say an affinity, or he has a kind of a liking for German paraphernalia, army paraphernalia, whatever. So he tries to incorporate that into his scenes. And in fairness to him, I don't understand anything he's talking about, but he finds ways of incorporating it into his scenes that doesn't obstruct the storytelling. So the camera he's using, obviously there's a hist going on, but he um he used to shoot an Army Chief fan series called Greg and the Chief, and these are the toys that he used in that show, and he's basically shooting his retold scene like Greg and the Chief. And Greg and Chief is, as you can imagine, it was a spider, and it wasn't the Joyride Master Chief that you're probably used to seeing in John's show or even here. They can see there's a Joyride Master Chief here. For a long time, Power had one of those 3/4 inch figures that only moves like the head and the arms. You know the one I'm talking about, right? This is why I don't do deadlines. I just upload whenever it's ready, unless I'm doing something special like bulk dump. That's that's honorable. It's disagreeable, but it's honorable. Um, like I could go back and forth with you on that, but it's like, yeah, things are ready when they're ready. And the reason I was so excited for, we'll just watch Power stuff first, just get an introduction to him.
Nun, ich hatte eine gute Zeit.
So he decided to make the characters like bilingual with German and English, which is a really clever thing to do.
Es wird nicht mehr lange dauern,
And rather than just, use a TTS voice, he's actually speaking it himself.
bis ich in einen Späßerwagen
Our guy's international.
begann, bin weiß Gott wo. Es ist nicht Mäse. Oh,
See, he doesn't even care about the hands.
krank. What defective. Ruffle mouth. Chill out.
If I don't know if Power is watching right now, but if I was you, Power, if you're gonna do Chiefs lines in Irish, if you're gonna do Chiefs lines in English, I would have given him like German subtitles then.
It's vodkas.
There is like a very choppiness to Power's scenes and stuff, but he is super reliable when it comes to like the retold stuff. He's probably one of the most reliable people. It's so funny that he didn't get an arbiter because the arbiters are hard to get. So he just went for like the Funko Pop. I would have just used a Funko Pop arbiter in chief because the Funko Pop chief looks pretty good. I don't really like what to do with the arbiter. His video is a bit quiet. Okay, it will be turned up now.
I was trying to cheers you up. I have been thinking. Oh Gott, diese Male rufe ich die Polizei. I was thinking we should get rid of Scott. Yeah? Yeah. Looks at us. We're breaking like shitty Megabox spin-offs. Do you really want to spend your last moments here until your limbs or your dicks falls off with you and you get chunked in the
Thanks.
fucking garbage? I doesn't knows about you, but I prefer to go out with the big bangs. Let's fuck up Scotch shit. Let's save Sexbox live. And let's have sexy times with Claire. 9. Claire's meine Mäde. Andererseits Scott Scheiße so versauen und Hallo sollten. More. Booyah!
Awesome. I don't know if I should show you all of his retold scenes, but I want to show you the ones where you see Power because, as I understand it, actually seeing like he's renamed his channel to Dutch Duchamar. I can't pronounce that. I'm sorry, I don't speak German. But this is him. This is our guy. Um, I don't understand the troll face with the thing, but the reason I'm showing this is because there's going to be a lot of historical context, I believe, to the Combine Summer. It's going to go between. There's going to be a triad of, I think, Discord lore, the Combine Federation from, is it Half-Life, and then like German history or something. He's made videos explaining the lore, and I couldn't keep up with any of it. I'm sorry, Power. I like the effects that he put on. It sounds like he slowed down his audio, that it's got a weird effect when you hear the slow down voices. That's funny. He's got quite a collection of baseball caps.
Irvin, je måste nach Polen fahren, um zu campen. Wirst du mit... Guten Morgen, bitte.
I love this so much. Just to turning around from the computer. Good morning, Peter.
Was machst du, Irvin? Liebenstraum in ein polnisches Mädchen? Irvin, ich will zu dir sein. Du musst dich vor Mädchen aktiv halten.
I just realized what episode of RB this is from.
So würde ich
It's from Girls, I think.
dir sehen, wie man das macht. Auch wenn
My baby takes the morning train. He works from 9 to 5 and then. Okay. I don't know if there's anything to be gleaned from this one.
Can I make money in women's armpits?
not quite yet, my friend, but soon I'm gonna have you create a serious production under a new contract. And if it's anywhere near as clever a women
I feel like this one doesn't lean into like the German trope as much, with the exception of the music, which I think I might have pulled out. I'm going to show you one more thing before we get to Combine Summer. Just trust me. So his most we did Greg and the Chief and stuff, but Greg and the Chief is like it's all live action. All the gameplay segments is like it's like the thumbnail here, where it's just like pointed at the TV. You know what I mean? So his uniforms are cool. They are cool. He does a lot of Oh no, I think he made another channel for it. Oh god. Oh god. Oh. Where's oh yeah, his other channels are here. There we go. He has like a page for like his historic stuff where he goes through like his uniforms and he goes through like his weapons and stuff. So he hasn't updated in a while, but it's something he's very passionate about, and with all credit to Power, when he first started his channel, he was doing like Dead Bard videos and like Greg and a Chief and stuff, and he hadn't really found his own niche, but he's definitely come into his own now as he's grown up. You know, like he does Hearts of Iron gameplay videos, Hearts of Iron 4, I believe, and doing this historical, not reenactment, but you know, he's found himself, and the regardless of whether you like their content enough, there's nothing nicer than seeing someone come into their own and kind of finding their own identity on the internet. You know.
Nestov, I bought these pants off Nestov.
I can't identify with any of this, but it's something that feels like it doesn't feel like he's copying another channel. This is, you know, his own thing. We're going to look at Wrath of the Combine really quickly, because Wrath of the Combine to date is his only machinima attempt. I don't want to say attempt, it sounds derogatory, but this is his only machinima vehicle so far. All the Greg and the Chiefs, they're all live action. There really is no machinima segment to them. And he could have. So Wrath of the Combine. Oh my god, has it really been 5 years? Almost 6 years. So it's all done in Gmod. You've probably seen Gmod videos before. It's all our Halo avatars. I think Power meant for it to be like some kind of spiritual successor to my Civil Discord movie. Which, you know, that's his prerogative, not mine. This address to the Combine Federation is like the lore explaining further Combine Summer. I don't particularly care to go into it now because it'll be as uninteresting for me as it will be for you. Yeah, but yeah, because Power hadn't locked down animation yet. It's basically a slideshow presentation. The idea for this project wasn't half bad. I was into the story. I wasn't insane on the presentation. I think I owe it to Power to say that. I've seen you use Gmod a little bit. You seem to be getting a lot more out of Gmod than Power was at this time. But with all due respect, Cam, like you're like a grown guy, so I expect you to be able to pull a lot more out of Gmod than Power was. I spilled it everywhere. you're much more farther along than Power was at the time. Like he was considerably younger than you are now, so I wouldn't like say he was bad or like he was inexperienced. Let's say it that way. He wasn't. He didn't have the same tenure in machinima or in Gmod that you do now. So I wouldn't expect Power to be yielding the results that you do. So I have to tell you, if it spills my drink everywhere. Fuck. Now my hands are sticky. Can you just give me a minute to wash my hands because I got drink all over my hands, and I swear to God, if I don't wash my hands now, it'll get sticky and it'll drive me crazy for the whole broadcast. All right, I'm back. I hate having sticky hands. It just really annoys me. All right, all right, all right, all right. Um, have we watched enough of Wrath of the Combine? Like he started this. He released this on December 5th. I remember this coming out in the summer, but maybe he was teasing it in the summer. It's kind of like with the Combine thing. Look, this is a spin-off to Civil Discord. My friends Machinima. Add your own comments here. And the end of it came out October 30th. Wow, so almost a year later. Oh, Jesus Christ, Power. Really? Really? Man.
Okay, guys, this is it. This is the moment y'all.
I think this is supposed to be me because it's EVA.
Gonna go cap some fags on the
Okay, never mind. I think I did contribute some lines to this, but we don't need to go over that now. Let's just get into Combine Summer, shall we? And I didn't see the runtime until 5 minutes ago until the stream started. So it's 14 minutes 13 seconds. That's a really good runtime. That's like a really comfy runtime for an episode one. Um, Power first mentioned this. Hang on. I hate to plug myself, but I'm going to quickly go over what Power had said about Wrath of the Combine, or sorry, the Combine Summer on the podcast. County. Did I actually call myself Derelict County? I should be killed. That guy's live. You should watch his live stream. Oh, no, we're not watching full episodes. I just realized the clip where he talks about the Combine Summer isn't out yet. It's releasing this month or next month on my scheduled stream. Shit. But basically, he had said that the Combine Summer was going to be a feature film, as opposed to like something episodic. Because I think he had gone from episodes with Wrath of the Combine, and he realized that making a movie was like too much of a burden because it could drag the project out way longer and could lead to burnout. I don't think he said that, but that's my interpretation, of course. And I guess he figured that he should break it up into pieces and release it more frequently, which I think is what Flick is doing for the one cell finale. Because originally the episode 15 was going to be the end, and it was going to be like a 2 or 3 hour film. And I'm glad he kind of moved away from that idea. So I just going into this, I'm going to be very transparent, especially if Power's watching. you don't need body actors for Gmod necessarily. Who's saying what here? Piss. 443. Oh, in the jar. Okay. Um. Oh my God, is that Zanzibar? I actually haven't watched this since like it came out. It's been a bit much to watch. Power, if you're watching, you should like put all these. You should make a video where all what 6 parts of this are put together into a movie. It might make it more digestible, or less so. Anyway, he announced this was going to be like a Halo machinima, and I was very doubtful he would make that happen because he would need body actors, or he would need to be very sharp at modding, and I couldn't see him going out and getting body actors like networking and going out there because it's not easy. Keep in mind, we went through all of Morgan's series last month, and Morgan is dreadful at getting body actors on networking. He's so bad at it. Like, he has a hard time getting voice actors, and that's the easy part. Voice actors are so much easier to get than body actors. So the screenshot in the thumbnail is from Halo Reach. It's not taken from a Gmod or a Source Filmmaker map. So I'm getting and I scrolled my cursor over the thumbnail, so I'm looking. It looks like he actually did shoot in Halo, and he has a kind of a private group chat where he has myself, Flick, and a few other collaborators on the project. Me and Flick haven't provided any material for it yet. At the very least, I haven't. Flick hasn't told me that he has yet, so I'm going to assume Flick hasn't. So we don't know where these body actors have come from. I think he has a Discord, but I'm not in it. So maybe he got body actors for this. So what I believe, he said some of it's going to be in live action back in the podcast like a year or two ago. With how difficult it is to make credible Halo Machinima, I was believing that maybe he would, whatever ratio it was, how much percent was going to be Halo Machinima, I thought he was just going to cut back on because Halo Machinima is so difficult to properly set in motion. He doesn't have a console. He doesn't have an Xbox One or a Series X, so he can't have multiple controllers that we know of. So what I was telling Flick was what he's going to do is he's going to cut back on the amount of Halo Machinimas in it, and it's basically going to become 90% live action and 20% Halo Machinima. And I think what I said to Flick is I guarantee you he's going to swap out all the Halo Machinima stuff with Source Filmmaker just so he can get it out. And I think I was wrong, and I'm very pleasantly wrong about this because Power has hinted at making Halo Machinima for years, and I never thought he would do it. And if you're watching Power, you've proven me wrong, and I'm taking the L here. Yeah, that's what I like about Gmod. You don't need body actors at all. Yeah, or like Blender or whatever, right? Let's not dilly dally. We're like a half hour into it. I still haven't watched the thing. 14 minutes, 13 seconds. I'm savoring this moment because I've been waiting for this for 6 years almost. So I can only watch this for the first time once. And you're going to do that with me. I don't know how many episodes it's going to be. I don't know how long this is going to go on for. It's going to be broken down from a movie, but Power had like a decent release schedule, I think, with Wrath of the Combine. Like he put out 6 parts in the space of a year, so that's like what, one every 6 months? No, one every 2 months, I guess. Yeah, one every 2 months, which is a decent release schedule. It's better than like me or Flick for sure. Um, okay. Sorry, I'm sorry to drag this out, but I'm really excited to watch this. I don't know what it's going to have. I'm not in it. Me and Flick aren't in it. I probably should have spoiled that for you, but got hair in my mouth. Let's do the Combine Summer Episode 1, The Crisis Unfolds. Meant to be a sequel to Wrath of the Combine. I don't really care to watch this on stream just because of the slideshow format. It moves incredibly slowly. We'll watch it on stream if you want, but I don't feel compelled to do that, really. Okay, so we're actually in Halo Reach. I should make you aware of one thing. which is that 4 years ago, 4 to 5 years ago, for RB Bull, I did a I did a parody of Power Gaming U with the Joker trailer, and I renamed it from Joker to Power. I'll see if I can find the right one. I know which one it is. Again, we'll start by half seven, I promise, but I just want to set up the context for what we're about to see, because I'm seeing him reference a lot of my material that I made about him. Because he was a bit of a lolcow. Wrong one. Here we go. So if you remember the initial, this is the first trailer for Joker, which, by the way, I think Joker 2 came out a year ago today, which was fucking kino. This seems like we're going off the beaten trail. I promise you we're not.
Arthur, does it help to have someone to talk to?
My mother always tells me to smile and put on a happy face.
I don't remember this bathtub scene in the final movie. Was this in a director's cut or something?
She told me I had a purpose. To bring laughter and joy to the world.
How many people who do that dancing sign job are as enthusiastic or as energetic as this?
Is it just me? Or is it getting crazier out there?
Though your heart is aching, smile.
I forget who plays the mother in Joker, but she's so good. Sorry.
Even
It's Zazie Beetz. Because she did the Deadpool movies before this, and those were kind of comical. She did, I mean, her role in this kind of went in the dark direction, so she's terrific.
though it's breaking, when there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by.
What?
If you smile to your fear and sorrow, smile, and maybe tomorrow you'll find that life is still worthwhile. If you
What's so funny?
just
Freak?
Gotham has lost its way. What kind of coward would do something that cold-blooded? Someone who hides behind a mask.
I used to think that my life was a tragedy. But now I realize it's a comedy.
if you just
Okay, so much preferred the first movie over the second. The first movie's great. I don't know what you're saying. I think the second movie was a masterpiece. But just keep that in mind. Keep this trailer in mind as we go into the Power trailer, okay? The one thing I messed up on here is that I didn't know how Power's Halo avatar looked. So when you see how this character looks here, it's like the green pilot helmet with the attachment and these shoulders. Power's actual avatar, actually you'll actually see it here. This is what Power's avatar actually looks like. It's the Mark V helmet with the Mark V or Mjolnir shoulders. And because I found out what his avatar actually looks like after I started making this trailer, I basically make changes to this avatar in every scene in this trailer until he turns into his actual avatar by the end of it. So it's like in the real Joker movie where Arthur Fleck slowly turns into Joker by putting on the makeup. I know I'm completely over explaining this, but still, this was a fun trailer to work on. It took me like 2 weeks. Because I was working, it's not that good of a trailer.
My brother always taught me to smile and to live in a society.
So if you see the staircase that he's coming up there, right? It's the same staircase as this. Power, if you're watching and you've been paying attention to detail, I'm really impressed with you. We're not even 5 seconds into this yet. Power might be a bit of a filmmaker in him, you know?
He told me I didn't have a purpose.
I did have Power record lines for this, by the way. You can see the showers. The shoulders have already changed to the correct avatar.
Get him, boys. Beat him up.
Hey,
You can see the slicker and jazz.
stop them. Is it just me? Or is it getting spongier out there?
I wish I had the. I wish I knew about the glitch where you hold no weapons with the energy sword and the hologram at this time. Oh yeah, but this whole joke here is that Power hated Gary Newman, and I don't know why. It's funny because I actually heard Gary Newman on the radio today.
Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile, even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by. If you
That's Ida, Admiral Icarus, and I think Beta or something. The old heads from the start of the channel, if you remember.
What's the problem, JFK Brainwell child?
So that's obviously the subway scene with the 3 guys.
Discord's lost its way.
Oh yeah, this is me voicing Thomas Wayne.
What kind of monster would do something like that? Someone with a hole in his head.
Oh, there's me. Desi. Oh, those are the guys. And then I put in the guys from Wrath of the Combine, which is really cool.
I used to think my life was cringe.
That's the Ali. That was the Murray Franklin scene.
Now, I realize it's a Wrath of the Combine.
Dancing on the stairs.
you just
I think that was the trailer for Desi Bowl even. But just so you know, I think maybe he's referencing that here. If Power's referencing that here, I don't know if he'd ever tell the truth, but that's really cool. January 5th, 2020. So this is probably close after the events of Wrath of the Combine, because that was released in December 2019, I believe. Oh god. Is this fast forwarded? Playback speed is normal. Oh my god. And it's 60 frames. Let's do 1080 for all time's sake. Alright, Power, what have you got for us? It's kind of like that 50 to 60 frame thing that makes you want to vomit a little bit. I guess he doesn't have a controller. This looks like a mouse camera work. Sorry, if the video is quiet, I'll turn the volume up a little bit. So, in the lore videos, he was addressing the nation. I'm guessing with this volume, he might be doing that again. That lore video was all live action, so this is very. But it was meant to be like a TV broadcast. This is very not congruent, I think, with that. Oh, he wears the scarf now. He wears June's scarf now. He didn't do that before. And I think he's changed his shoulders to like the FJ Para or whatever. The fault knees as well. He didn't do that before. He's paying attention to framing, kind of. Oh, there's not more than one player in frame at the time, so I'm guessing he didn't get body actors and he was just like switching out the character each time. Who's this?
So, it has been at least 2 days since we broke away from my clone's Combine Empire, after he refused to return power back to me back in December 31st. What do you think we should do next? I say we try to gain enough support for our government.
I'm guessing he's just doing all the voice acting himself.
Maybe retake the rest of the Combine. I like that idea.
And a nice capture card. It's all internal. If you're doing this on PC, you're just doing this all as internally. You know, you're just doing it old school. It's you just boot up some OBS. You know, you're doing this on your own.
However, that may not come for the next few months. Okay, but hopefully it will come very soon.
Very good German impression there.
I gotta be honest with you. I don't know what set my clone off and caused him to defy me like that.
At least he knows to, I guess, swap out armor perms or whatever.
Mr. Chancellor, I have an update
Oh, so this is a different voice actor. This is probably one of the people from that group chat.
on this whole clone issue we are having.
Really? What is it? Spit it out.
So apparently, since we have broken away, many of our former soldiers and officers have been defecting to our government.
You're fine, Celtic. I'm old too.
And we are getting plenty of supplies from foreign communities as well.
Oh, I like that. Soon the banner of the Combine Federation.
Cow, aka Abyss, says 1123. Hi to you as well.
Shall be flying over City 17 once more. Oh boy, this calls for some good old vodka, tavage.
And we are getting plenty of supplies from foreign communities as well. However, the economy is not what it used to be before your clone took over.
Well, the last part's bullshit, but I like the first part though. Also, my clone does not approve.
Oh, you're Martin. Hi, Martin. I was talking to you earlier about like Lutheranism or whatever. Was this your voice coming up here? This very handsome sounding voice. If not, let us know when your voice comes up so we can like give you due praise and whatever.
The economy is not what it used to be before your clone took over.
Well, the last part's bullshit, but I like the first part though. Also, my clone does not approve of some of the things I want to do.
Like what, sir?
For example, getting into the reenactment and...
Sorry, this is such a irrelevant point to bring up, but I'm so annoyed that the train or this metro system is static in this map. I feel like they wanted to make it moving the whole time as a element of the map, but couldn't get it working. Like, you know, like Terminal in Halo 2, in the Mythic map pack or whatever the map pack they did for Halo 2. But they just left it stationary and made it like, you know, broken down because of the invasion. Your voice comes up on part 2. Okay. You're supposed to play a general called Constantin. Okay, cool. Power hasn't given us any lines yet, so you probably know him as Brody. Me and Flick haven't got anything yet, but I hope he knows that, you know, he can kind of count on us. Whenever we're given lines, we'll get them done promptly. Flick is Flick is slow when making his own content, but he's very reliable when like being asked to do stuff. He went off the reservation for a few years, but I actually think that Flick is fairly reliable when it comes to getting lines done. Um, I'm working on a on unannounced project with Flick at the moment, and I needed lines from him. I messed up the script, which he had already recorded, and I said, "Can you do a retake? I've messed up some of the verbiage here," and he got it done pretty quickly. So shout out to Flick, you know. He gave you the lines a long time ago. Yeah, he's been working on this for some time, so it's very exciting to see it finally come together, you know. I'm not sure. I don't want to scroll ahead in the timeline, but I'm not sure what this is going to look like later on. I feel like it's probably going to change shape over how many parts this thing has. You know, Power is like flicking so much that he doesn't have a default art form that he adheres to. He'll just jump from whatever it is he's interested in, and I really admire that about him. You know, truly.
As well as country balls on top of that.
Ah, nice. Getting back into history, I see.
Yep. When I last got into it, I was a massive Arabu. It was back in 2016, I think. Huh. And now you get back into it with Soviet and East German stuff too. And not to mention both blocks of the Cold War, the Western and the Eastern blocks.
What do you want me to do?
You can piss off now.
Bye. The jumping. Oh,
I wonder what's gonna happen next. I do not know, Michael.
it's the jacket and the jorts. I I I I have to acknowledge the production design here
Cousin.
and the lighting.
It has been days, and yet my fucking clone won't give me back my cyber country.
He sounds so different. I've known Power for a couple of years now, and it's very weird seeing him, you know, doing like very cinematic, dramatic stuff. You know, like this is if you see when we watched the Greg in a Tree stuff earlier, there was like a hiss to the camera. There was like this crackling sound, and there's still a hiss now because he's using outdated cameras, but it's not the same. He's found out how to like pace himself as an actor. It's very rarely have myself and Flick come across people in machinima who want to truly be dramatic actors, not just as voice actors for machinima, but in a live action setting. And I don't know. I'm going to assume that Power hasn't been going to like acting classes or drama groups or whatever, because it doesn't seem like his prerogative to do it. So I could be wrong. So this is like, fuck. I'm gonna say it. He seemed like he was truly acting well here, and he was giving it something, you know. And I don't, knowing Power, I don't know if he was coming in from the angle of wanting to act truthfully. It seemed like he was trying to just communicate an idea, not as an actor, but as like a content creator or something. It's Power's an enigma, um, but he's a reliable one. He's very hard to crack. He's very hard to really get to the bottom of. Um, I'm taking too many pauses. I understand this.
Why won't this Beatin son of a suka learn? I have no clue, but I think we can all say that the Combine Empire's constitution is written on toilet paper.
Power, you're so fucking awesome. I love you.
Duh, you got that right, Tavaich. Let's just see what happens to him and he will explode soon. For now, we'll just relax. Sounds good to me. I think the economy in the Combine Empire might collapse in a few weeks, maybe a few months. There's also a lot of sanctions placed though on there, and as well as my clone. I'm telling you, dude, they're not winning. They're not winning this. We have all the cards here, you and me. guy won't know what's coming to him.
The year is 2020. The aftermath of the Combine Maidan has resulted in a constitutional crisis between the Combine Emergency Government in City 08 and the Combine Empire in City 17, with both governments claiming the other is fraudulent. This was caused by the failure of Power's clone, who took over the 2019 Combine federal election and set up a government that actually mimics the Combine from Half-Life. And people are pissed with him, starting relations with him and other communities and want to change. So this is where like we overlap between the Combine stuff from Half-Life, Discord drama from 2019, and the German stuff. I was expecting this to be like kind of like Morgan, where it's kind of like not laughable but kind of funny-ish. But I'm getting pulled into it. I can't invest in the deep lore. I can't, just because it I feel like it's very meandering. But Power's acting put next to the machinima stuff is very compelling. A summer is coming. The Combine summer. Say it. Say it. Oh my god, Power, please say it. A summer is coming. The Combine one. The choice of soundtrack is really good as well. Power, are you gonna make something good? Are you gonna make something cool? So I'm curious what the I know I'm looking way too deeply into this, but I'm curious about like what the highlighting of the word combine. Well, I mean, the highlighting of the combine is pretty simple. He's got taken the combine symbol and like broken it up, and he needs to reassemble it or something. Maybe I'm looking too deeply. I'm curious what the two M's mean, but maybe that's for Power to know and for us to find out. You know. We might be back. We might be so back. You know, one self came back. One self went away around the same time that Wrath of the Combine ended, 2019. And I don't remember when the last episode of RB Chief Next Gen was, but that went away for a few years. So Beam says he's working on a new episode, Flick's working on a new episode, Power's working on this. Maybe the good times are coming back, I don't know. We can't be watching my content all the time. We need actual good content coming along, The crisis unfolds. Okay, so Power is pretty disciplined in his naming scheme. I was expecting him to not be like this. Oh, we're doing a flashback to Gmod. I really hope you utilize some animation here, Power. Oh my god, he's doing idle animations. Wow, you've really brought your game up, haven't you? Oh, he did this in Wrath of the Combine, where it'd be like POV gameplay stuff. I wasn't insanely interested in that because it's very easy to put animations in that because you're just running a script.
Let's go, boys. Soon, the Combine Empire and the Universal Union will be on its knees.
I can't tell if that's AI or not.
Hell yeah! Death to the City 17 government!
Okay. I'll be right back. Yeah. Sorry about that. We had to clean up an aisle 5 in aisle file aisle 5. Bit of a leak. I mean like beverage went everywhere. We're not even to the proper topic of the stream yet. I'm so embarrassed. 'Cause the whole room smells like puke now. Okay, whatever. It's when you get stuff like the HUD in there where it gets very kind of unappealing to watch, I feel. Please don't let this just be like 5 minutes of raw gameplay. Oh, we're back in Halo. Nice. It's crazy how Power has never made a Halo machine before, but he has a better adherence to like cutting and chopping and chasing shots than someone like D27 Shigu does, where he just like wobbles through a shot nervously. We'll cover it in the guide to Machinima, don't worry. Even sound design. Power, I don't know who you've been paying attention to, but you've been become really sharp in your filmmaking. I don't mean this like in a condescending way, but I am impressed with you, seriously.
Everything okay, City 4T? Yes? Is there very mean people angry at me there? Only What the fuck was that?
And I feel like there's been a very deliberate choice in maps as well. I could be wrong. The jumping is I mean, it's not insane, but it's... Oh, I guess he's angry or whatever. Great soundtrack.
Yes, Sergey?
How many helmets do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Conservatively 6 or 7. Maybe 8.
A victory at City 14 has made...
And the hat. I would never deny your loyalty, Brody. Power. Whatever I'm to call you. Dunschmacher.
You're very upset. Yeah, I bet he's upset. Because his commanders have been covering up their own failures just to save their skin. Like, at what...
So looking to the camera is a nice touch. You probably shouldn't do it, but I like it.
What cost?
Is that a Nintendo Wii? In your closet?
For that crumble...
Where's the Wii Machinima? Give me the Wii Machinima. Empire.
What a fucking idiot. Yeah, like you can't be this stupid. Soon his whole entire men will be very angry at him. Indeed.
So we've got live action Halo Machinima and Gmod. I don't think we've ever had a Machinima that's done that before. Again, like all the stuff in Wrath of the Combine was all still photos and stuff. We're getting like pans, sweeps, dollies, crane shots. And they're clearly not all the same character model. There's some variety going on here. Wow! And then he has his Halo avatar coming up here and like animated and walking. That's Power really worked hard on this.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. So, you all may be asking yourselves,
This is probably within this cyber nation, which is, I'd say, relatively well established. It's not very clear, but who am I to judge?
when will my clone and his so-called Combine Empire surrender and give up power? And when will the Combine Federation be restored back to its former glory? And when will the Cyber Nation, known as the Combine, be reunited under the black once again? Well, all I have to say is that with all
Even the henchmen to either side of him have like idle animations. It's very good.
all the actions that that my clone has committed, particularly in the Arbian Chief community and in Flick server,
Power, please stop.
he does not have any allies outside of maybe other idiots that act just like him. In fact, he is surrounded everywhere, from the John CJG community
Power, please stop.
all the way to the Country Ball community. Not
You see, do whatever you want in the country ball community. I have nothing to do with that. Please, just focus on the country ball community.
a single person wants to work with them. In fact, everyone seems to support us more against the Overwatch bandits in City 17. Meaning, the City 17 government is isolated. We've won against the Principality in 2016, and we will do it with the Empire this year. You all
But the armor is different. He's wearing the collar breacher and the ODST shoulders, I think.
are complete chads, and I believe in all of you to one day raise the
I don't like jump cuts or repeating clips, but whatever.
black, orange, black over City 17 and help me punch my clone in the fucking face one day. The Combine Empire is a state of lies, incompetence, and its existence is a threat to civilization.
See, I thought this was like, I mean, it probably is a PNG just put on a flat plane, but I thought it was superimposed in editing, but very clearly it is actually here behind Power's avatar and these guys in the gas masks.
Democracy, stability, and peace. And it must come to an end one day, sooner or later. Thank you very much.
Is this all going to take place in 2020? I guess it makes sense, but I would love to have a flash forward to now, just to make it timely. Oh, we got the fedora going on here, guys. It could be that time.
Hey, you and Sergey were meant to play Halo with me an hour ago. What are you doing?
Go away! You see I'm reading something. Man!
Oh, can I see?
No, you cannot. Just leave me be, okay?
Power is really working hard for this. Even if I was to be mean, I can't really put him down. He's really working hard on us.
So much to ask.
Why are you so angry at me? My parents are angry at me, and now you? What's happening with you?
Because we don't want you in our business. This is our business, not yours. And I don't care if you're a member of our family. Still, piss off.
Is this the clone?
Awesome. You know, come to think about it, I should write a book about what to do with these idiots.
Created by Thomas H. Ince. Directed by Thomas H. Ince. Starring Thomas H. Ince. Comment below if you recognize the reference. Body actors William Randolph Hearst. Oh, he's using DaVinci Resolve. Bauer has really tightened the bolts in all areas. He's really upped his game. He's using better software than me and Flickr anyway, I'll tell you that much. Okay. I don't see how Overwatch comes into this, but whatever. Cool.
Say goodbye to your
No. Cool. Very cool, Power. I was excited for this. This is way better than I expected it to be. I'm very impressed with this. If you would like me to react to all of these episodes as they come out, I will do that. I'm very happy with this series, and I won't lie, I don't entirely understand it, but I respect it. You seem to be giving this your all. And that's all I would ever ask of anybody, you know? Um, so what I'm going to go do now is I'm going to go into the celebrity stuff, if that's okay. If I can find it. Oh, here we go. Okay. Okay. There was a thread on GameFAQs a couple of years ago. And it posted a bunch of like famous people's gamer tags. And I guess we'll go into that now. I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm just going to see if I need any privacy while bringing up my MCC. I hope you're having a good time so far. I hope you enjoyed watching Um, just the Combine Summer. Oh, I can see Power on my friends list getting complete 250 missions on a or multiplayer game. So you can tell that Power's been playing a lot of MCC, and I've been seeing him going on MCC in the recent months. So it makes me excited that he was actually shooting in MCC. Doing the hybrid stuff is really cool. Okay, I think I messed up. I did mess up. Okay. Okay, perfect. Why won't... There we go. Okay. Now, some of these gamer tags I've already checked just to make sure. What are you all saying in the chat? If you're saying anything at all. Enjoying the commentary. Okay, cool. Thanks, Celtic. It's good to hear from you. If there's anybody passing through the channel, do subscribe to Celtic Corn. He's one of my closer collaborators, both on Inside Oneself and a lot of other kind of material that I go into. I guess at this time I should probably talk about some project updates. So some work has been done on the Guide to Machinima this week. That's my next big project if you're talking relative to Prom Night Disaster. The guide is the next big thing. I'm working on it with the goal of doing end of this year, start of next year. Very close to January the 1st. That's what I would like to do. And I have a project lined up after that as well, which is extremely different, but I am so excited to do if I can pull it off. And I have no idea if I can pull it off, but I think that's probably where my head should be at. You know, David Bowie said your feet should be just away from, you know, the shore. You should be going into murky waters. Your feet shouldn't be touching the ground. Enough rambling though. So there's gamer tags that we have for famous people. Now, in MCC, what we can do is go to our gamer tag, go to find player, and then we can type in the custom gamer tag. And we type in, you know, Celtic Corn as an example. We're going to get his profile. Maybe this is the wrong Celtic Corn. Shit. Okay, maybe we'll get what's another gamer tag that we can put into the machine. I got some drink on my keyboard. Do we put in Flex gamer tag? Do I dox him? Flex gamer tag is OBU1. So we can see, just by putting his gamer tag, we can see that he's a level 9 on Halo 3 Team Sniper. And that at least shows us at the very least that his profile has been active at some point on MCC at the very least. I'll put on some tunes, I guess, so it's not lethargic for you. If we look at his career, we can see that, you know, it's not about who has more hours, but you can see, you know, that he has played a considerable amount of hours, campaign kills, total times killed, yada 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 yada. We can look at his file share. We can see that he doesn't have any game types, but he has a few map variants. So this is what we're looking for. And we can do this in Halo Infinite, but in a very different way. It's funny how Flick hates the Halo 4 armor, yet that's his avatar. Not that you should ever possibly care, but this is, you know, I used to honor guard or whatever. Okay. So let's start. So there's a lot of celebrities here who I don't particularly recognize, like Matt Lennart. I don't recognize that. There is Eddie Murphy, who apparently goes by the gamer tag Big Nasty Wang. Now, I should specify before we go forward that a lot of these people probably would have played when Xbox Live was popping off in like 2008, 2009. So it's possible they never played the Xbox One, because in many ways that's when the console started to fall off, but with the Kinect or whatever. Like you weren't getting money to play it, you weren't getting money to be seen playing it. However, if you had file maps or game types in your file share around the time that MCC came out, I think that your files carried over. So what we're looking for is game types, or more importantly, game maps that carried over to MCC when the big change happened. So right now we're looking at Eddie Murphy. Is this invasive? Probably not. It's just gamer tags. Most of these are going to be abandoned anyway. So right off the bat, we can see Eddie Murphy's gamer tag has probably been culled due to inactivity. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy who would have played too many games, you know? He seemed more interested in like either doing stand-up or he was doing movies, you know? Or your gamer tags is Karanix. That sounds familiar. But like, I don't know if you want us going into your gamer tag Celtic. I don't want to like fuck with your shit too much, but we'll look. Okay, so Celtic has the same gamer tag, so maybe this is like a default image for the gamer profile. I never cared too much for the gamer profiles on MCC. Or he was doing members of Spice Girls. Is that true, Jazz? I haven't seen you in a donkey's years. But the one thing that I have noticed is that we know this profile is active because there's an emblem there. And it's the emblem from Honor Guards. Whatever your original Machinima series was, Celtic, I recognize your old emblem from your old YouTube. No game type save. 4 map saves. Forge Worlds, CK Hemorrhage. And it was made by Celtic, edited by Celtic. H3, Halo 3 Valhalla. Sandbox, Foundry. So we can look at Celtic's maps if you want. But we're gonna go through the celebrity list for now. I'm gonna wait for Celtic to give the okay, because he is a very famous guy. Dane Cook was what's flawless. I'll be honest with you. I have actually already looked at this one. And he had stuff on his file share. I thought he did. Oh, this is weird. Was there a space in that? No, there wasn't. I was positive there was maps carried over there. Okay. This is coming from a games facts form, so, you know, take it in a grain of salt. Lil Wayne. No, hang on. I was also told that Dane Cook's profile was also just Dane Cook. It seems a bit on the nose, but I do believe this to be true. Yep. Foundry, BBBI, and Highway Portal 2. So let's take a look at those. Let's just assume that is the Dane Cook that we know and love. Or at least know. Oh, not modded. My muscle memory goes to modded. Foundry. BBB, yeah, okay. As far as I understand it, we have a long list to get through. But I anticipate most of these will be inactive. He was fond of vehicular transport, I would say. This looks like something that was set up for a very specific game type, like race or something. I don't know if Halo 3 had like racing, because this is probably ported from Halo 3. It makes me miss the game nights that we used to have after, the RB server or in Flick server after an episode of oneself. Which, I've talked to Kirkland. I have no doubt we'll bring those back in some capacity, or at least for a one or two off. God, Foundry such a good map. Oh yeah, there was like a 10-pin bowling thing where you'd have to hit these barrels. So let's see if we can get a good shot at that. See if we can get a strike. Hang on. I've completely bungled that. Okay. Here we go. I just missed. Maybe get a warthog. Oh. I'm not leaving until I knock over those barrels. There used to be another way of doing it, because I have played this map before, technically. Oh, I think I see. Yeah, here. Damn. What if I just hit... I mean, it should be done via the grav lift, in fairness. Does that count? Eh. Okay. I mean, this is only Dane Cook's first map. We still have to look at his other map. Was I stuck? I'm not stuck. Okay. Oh, I was so close, but not close at all. Sorry, my controller's not working at the moment. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, let's just play the other map. We got tons of others to get to. That looks to be some kind of race map. That's what I would say. And the other one was on Rat's Nest, I believe. Highway Patrol. Yeah. Doesn't seem to be working. Here we go. So it seems to be something wrong with the map. It doesn't seem to be working. There we go. And again, like I have played this map just to test it, because I'm just curious if these things actually work. I don't know what this is. I have no clue what's happening here. But we'll take a spin around. There's a lot of collections of flammable stuff, I guess. Fusion coils and whatnot. A lot of these shield areas. More mongooses. And then there's the middle area, which we'll get to very shortly. So you can see that the middle area is barricaded in a lot of ways. What I've noticed is like this area tends to barricade you in a little bit, with the exception of this. So I think this is a one-way shield up here. I think it's a cops and robbers map. That's what I believe. Oh. So it's a two-way thing. That's fine. There was never any skins for the turret, and that made me sad. Like, if you go too close to this thing, you'll get locked inside the shield. You know? Again, a lot of locking here. No way out. Sorry, I think my keyboard is acting up. So if you go in here, you get locked inside very quickly. Like, there's no way out. No way to get out in either way. I know these are two of Dane Cook's maps. Maybe he figured himself a forger at some point. Okay, let's look at another gamer tag. Let's check that list. Lil Wayne. I don't know if we did this one already, but it was the destroying. So if there's no profile photo loading and no current highest rank loading, it's not a good sign. It means that they have probably been offline since the days of the 360. Yeah. Okay. 50 cents is Kid Bow Life. So the gamer tag does exist. Absolutely nothing to show for it. Maybe we could look up the gamer tag on like an archive Halo service tag thing. I'm going by celebrities that I recognize. Bar Margera is Gumball 3000, I think. Oh, and it's been gone. It's gone. Ah, Bill Gates. Oh, son of a bitch, Bill Gates. You get in the kitchen whamming, fucking whamming. And it does exist. Something, I mean, while he's the head of Microsoft, I doubt very much he has anything. I doubt he plays the game very much. No. Okay, I'm skipping a bunch of celebrities because I don't recognize them. We've already done Dane Cook. Dave Chappelle is Mod Dougal L22. No, there's only one L there. My bad. My bad. Mod Dougal. Okay, that's probably gone on. David Beckham. Here's one for you. Bex. Not 021130. Oh, it does exist. Nothing. Okay. I'll be right back. I gotta get bathroom break. I'm back. I am back. Okay, where were we? Get that celebrity list up real quick. Eminem. Your underscore on idiot with a capital I, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, no, you're on idiot. 241. Well, that can't be right because there's no room for an extra character. I guess we'll never know what Eminem's gamertag was. That's fine. After Eminem was Floyd Mayweather. Oh, here's an interesting one. Mayweather KO dash. That could be him. Oh, no, we got Fred Durst of Limp Bizkit. Freddie GC. That sounds like it could be him. Did he carry over anything? Nothing. I guess he's too busy. Haley Williams. Oh, well, we know this is her because this is what she uses for Instagram. Yeah Williams. I don't know if Halo was her vibe, particularly. No, I couldn't mention her playing much Halo. That's fine. Ice-T. Lord 187X. It seems like I'm chasing ghosts here, but you know, you could be surprised by somebody. I mean, we were surprised by Dane Cook, right? Dane Cook had 2 maps. Jeff Dunham. Oh, this is a funny gamer tag. X420, Kush King 420. Do you believe that? Oh, well, it does exist. I keep mixing up Jeff Dunham and Dane Cook. Jim Carrey. X Doofy. This is almost definitely a dead gamer tag. I couldn't imagine him giving this game a second more than it deserves, especially Infinite. Like, if a gamer tag is dead here, it's probably dead for Infinite, right? John Cena. OP. Tau. T. Oz. Okay, that's probably timed out. Lil Wayne. I in Fuse X. Well, this exists. Nothing to show for it. That's fine. Russell Brand. It'll be funny. Solid leader 539. Oh, that's timed out. Soldier Boy. I have to imagine this is probably somewhat active because he did try to break into the gaming market. Yeah, yeah. Nothing. Nothing at all. Well, it was worth a try. Tony Hawk. And a definite maybe. Tony in Egypt. I mean, he'd be playing the skating games, not FPSs, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Exhibit. If anyone's played or watched Pit My Ride, you'll know Exhibit. Sorry, Mr. Exhibit. Okay. That's the end of this list, but it might go on further. Oh, it does. Oh, we got Matt Damon's here. Oh, hey Cam. Jack Black. I'm looking for Jack Black right now. This is a bit of a weeb name for Matt Damon, but we'll see. Nope. They're telling me that the gamer tag for Hannah Montana is, or for Miley Cyrus is Hannah Montana. I don't believe that for a second. And I'm gonna... I don't want to deal with this. Okay. There's no way this is real. I'm gonna get trolled hardcore. I mean, they probably didn't play Halo, with respect. I know a few YouTuber gamer tags, like... Oh, Megan Fox. This is absolutely definitely gonna work, guys. Speed Fister. Oh, this is definitely really her, dude. Whoa. There's hours on this gamer tag. No files, but there's like time on this career. This isn't Megan Fox, it's clearly someone else's. Oh, Phil Spencer. You know, the guy that is absolutely loved by Xbox fans. So it's just P3? Okay, so he's played a considerable amount of Halo. That's fair. Hasn't shared a whole lot. Tom Warren from The Verge. When he's active. He hasn't played, which isn't a good sign for the file share. I think I know some ordinary gamers. I think it's he doesn't use some ordinary gamers. He used dad works for Xbox, I believe. Watch me be right. Ah, fuck. Sorry. Dad works for Microsoft, maybe? Okay, that's not it. Let me Google it. See, I don't think PlayStation has the word gamer tag patented, so it's very hard to lock down for. I feel like if people aren't active on MCC, they won't be active on Infinite. I think that's a fair assumption to make. I mean, we got maybe an hour or less left on the stream. Maybe we should just end it the old-fashioned way. We can ramble. Fork knife. Whoopsie daisies. We have a Neil Breen film that I found on YouTube that's not copywriting striking people. I might give that a separate stream. If you're cool with it. I might push that until the new year. Or maybe next week, we'll see. When the new one self is up, maybe we'll react to it. It's hard to say, because we could also just do inside oneself on it, you know? What about the guy who plays Chief in the TV show? Oh, Pablo Schreiber. There is no widely published or known gamer tag for the actor Pablo Schreiber. I mean, it is what it is. This is including. This is like, including Google, right? Apologies, I'll correct you to the right screen. Yeah, you might not like fork knife, but like, it's something to have in the background while we chat. I think if I do nothing else, I would like to do the Guide to Machinima this year. The latest of this year or the earliest of next year. I don't want to be putting out the Guide to Machinima, in March or February. I don't think that's productive for people. I don't think that's useful for people. The way I see it is people will start the new year off starting to want to do something new, and Machinima is a good place to start doing that. Okay, we might take another pre-break. I'll be less than 60 seconds. Yeah, I'll do one or two games at this, maybe. I was gonna look up the Halo Infinite record, the Halo Infinite service records, but I feel like there's no point doing it. Oh. Is there enough going on with Delulu to make a stream out of it? I don't know. We're gonna go Lone Wolf for this one. That chat overlay sometimes works, sometimes it does not work. Tonight is a night where it is not working. Worked last week. I think it worked the week before. I thought it was fixed. Ugh. See how long I last before I get completely destroyed. If this isn't loaded by 9, I'm just gonna log off for the night. Okay, here we go. We'll go to my favorite spot. That reminds me, I need to check the shop to see what's in. There's meant to be Halloween stuff showing up soon. Some of it's been added. I'm not entirely pleased about it. Like, the... what's it called? The pumpkin guy skin. They've added a different color of that for a completely new price. I'm not impressed with that. I don't think that's a good thing. I don't think you should pay the same price for the same skin in a different color. Jackler or whatever it's called. Oh, trouble brewing. We got somebody on the other side of this hedge. Time to fuck them up. Wait. Yum. Oops. Or am I talking about the Pumpkin King from The Night Before Christmas? No, I'm talking about Prima Ultimus or whatever. He is the pumpkin guy. But he's not the pumpkin guy from Nightmare Before Christmas. Oh, who's here? I hate it when people suck. Such bad faith. I really hope the other players in this match are as good as me or better, because I'd like to die as soon as possible in the video game. Ultima Prime. You won't be interested in I'm waiting on the slashes like Ghostface and such. Yeah, for sure. That's fair. No! I tried to grab the string. Damn it. You can already tell I'm not playing my best. I might leave it there just for now. A bit tired. I hope you had a good time tonight, though. I did. I enjoyed watching Wrath of the Combine. Next week we're going to be doing fanfics, forging freaks, and Fortnite. Take care of yourselves. Have a good week.